update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashie. Hello, Dashie. Oh, look, there's a second duck on Dashie's head. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. And become a member. Join Patreon. wraithx.eth domain name. Lots and lots of stuff to go over today. Yeah, we have a little bit before the drop, and then we'll do the drop. I do have to bounce at like 12-ish. I have a meeting at 12:30. Just crazy busy day. But yeah, let's go over the spread. We'll start over with the OMI price, see how that's doing over the last 24 hours. And we're actually up 2.6% on the day. We are up to 000076856. We do have 886,000 in volume. There was somebody that I know that had gone and purchased, so that might be from them over the last 24 hours. And then over how we compare to the rest of the market, pretty good. Everything in the top 10 is max up 1%. Doge is up 1.1%. Everything else is less than that, or flat, or even below that. So we did outperform the top. Let's see who else we outperformed. Outperformed everything in the top 25 except for Stellar. Stellar is up 4.6%. So shout out to them for that. Yeah, and actually, let's see what place they're in, because I think they were 149 yesterday. They rank number 146 right now. We'll go and take a look, see how they are doing later, and I might do a video later. I'll keep y'all posted. That is part of what's going on today. Let's go over the thumbnail real quick. Where did I have that? Again, so David, you not just doing this on the Hulk drop, but when Elon Musk had posted X, he retweeted that. It's like, oh, X-Men. So hopefully we get some X-Men coming. Be advised, Deadpool 3 is delayed indefinitely. We don't know when we're going to get that. So if we thought we were going to get any type of Marvel Mighties from them, or any type of cool posters or anything, it's not going to be for a long time. It is going to be probably like 2025, but who knows? It could be late 2024. We shall see on that. On the opposite end of that, there are certain movies that are being made. I know the Marvels movie is going to still come out in November. I know they had to do a couple of reshoots, which is fine. That reshoots are just whatever. They're fairly common. I wouldn't say. I mean, again, a lot of it's already done, and it was supposed to take place earlier this year. Like, it was supposed to take place right after Secret Invasion. It's supposed to go right into that, but again, they had to delay it for reasons. We will get Marvel Mighties for that. It's possible we get like a poster for that as well. Like, we got Marvel Mighties for the Guardians of the Galaxy, and we didn't get a poster. We're supposed to get it. Oh my God. We're supposed to get a poster over from Fandango, but they haven't delivered that to us yet. We did get posters from the Black Panther. So for the Black Panther movie, we got the Black Panther Wakanda Forever Mighties, and we got a poster. There's like 119 of them. They're super, super scarce. But for the Guardians movie with Fandango, that hasn't happened yet. That was months ago. We were supposed to get it. We never did. I'm very, very curious to see where that went. It's something I definitely need to ask David. On top of that, yeah, like I said, we'll get the Mighties for that. We might get a poster. We might get another collectible on top of that for the Marvels too. But Deadpool 3, gonna be a while. Anyway, that's not the only thing that I wanted to go over with David and X and the X-Men. It was also him mentioning Elon Musk in kind of a tongue-in-cheek way. Oh, where did it go? Oh, was it before then? Might have been before then. Yeah. He had done it for the Hulk, where Veve had said, after being exiled from Earth by the Illuminati, Hulk found himself on the planet Sakaar, where he was imprisoned and forced to do gladiatorial battle. This is where he had fought Beta Ray Bill. So we do have him as a Mighty, and David says, can't wait to see the Coliseum fight. Now, that is a reference to just Hulk fighting Beta Ray Bill in that Coliseum. Hulk actually winds up winning that. Beta Ray Bill did not have Mjolnir, but Beta Ray Bill does give him an epic fight. So it is a reference to that, but also a reference to the Coliseum fight between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, because that's been going on. Zuckerberg's been ducking. Zuckerberg has been not wanting to fight Elon. But anyway, he continues on saying, this is a Musk to own, as in like must own, but also referencing Elon Musk, another Veve first. So he's been really teasing that Elon Musk lately, and I think it's just for fun. I don't think Elon necessarily pays attention to David Hughes' tweets, but I think it's just for fun. Or a very, very small possibility, but greater than 0%, he is teasing a potential partnership with either SpaceX or Elon Musk, Tesla, Boring Company, whatever he has. That'd be awesome if he did. Even something like Starlink, like, okay, I'd take that. Um, okay, that'll bring us to clever as you may seem. Oh, all right. So for those of you that had missed my live stream last night, all hell broke loose on the Todd McFarlane chat. Before I get to that, I will say this. I talked about Recur, but I didn't talk about the licenses of Recur, just Recur in general. But let me go and show you guys something. Time for Chavez to pat himself on the back here. Actually, twice. We're gonna do it twice here. And actually, we have a couple things to go over here. So the first thing is Brock McBlockchain had posted something. Tell us what exactly. Yeah, Brock McBlockchain had posted this, and this is from FFVV1211 saying, "Did Yuga Labs just kill OpenSea?" Because Yuga Labs' 30-day volume was 52.85 million, where an OpenSea's 30-day volume was 66.7 million. Where OpenSea just lost over 80% of their revenue in one swift move. Brock McBlockchain says this is just an FYI. So I went out and posted a retweet from July of 2022 saying, "I'm not sure I verbalized it yet, so let me do so in a picture on here. Veve doesn't need OpenSea. OpenSea needs Veve." Again, this is from this is from 2 July, and that is obviously from like a week earlier. The picture on the YouTube. And what I meant by that is people saying, "Oh, like Veve needs OpenSea to do well. Veve needs OpenSea, for the NFTs to go up." And I clearly said a while ago, even before that, OpenSea doesn't, Veve doesn't need OpenSea. OpenSea needs Veve because again, all of the artists that are on OpenSea, where OpenSea is now saying, "Oh, we're not going to support the 2.5% or 10%, the royalty fee," that's built into Veve. So artists, and again, we've seen it before with, I think, the Waterzillas, where Waterzillas sell out on Veve, do extraordinarily well, and then they just didn't. They launched the same exact thing, or almost the same exact thing, on OpenSea, and almost none of them sold. It was trash. So yeah, that's a pretty big thing to think of. Hey, I could try this on OpenSea. It's not really going to do well, or I can go to Veve and just have my stuff sell out. Just have it shoulder to shoulder with Disney and Universal and DC. You'd want it there even if your stuff doesn't sell out. So yeah, I would go and say, if we're looking at artists like in the future that are going to come in, and Veve might even do a secondary company at some point, where say, okay, this is for the main licenses, and here's like Veve Squared or Veve Lite, where you have all like the artists. I know you kind of want them all in one app, but that might be a little too big for one app. We already have like what, 8 million, 9 million NFTs. When we have, as the bull market gets here and we get more users, like I don't care what you say. These, like, let's say the Mighties, the Marvel Mighties, whether they're popular or not, even though I think they're rising in popularity since Alex and Corey said we got to protect the Mighties twice. You've had 4,200 editions on the Commons. Like, that is nothing. Do you think people are going to stand for that when there's a million users? No. All of these, everything that we're doing has been super small, and the mint size is going to go way up. So you're going to have at some point in the next couple of years, not just single millions, tens of millions of NFTs on here. Sorry, my roommate's yelling at her bunny. So you're going to have tens of millions of NFTs on here. And again, it's cool, it's great, but I feel like that's a lot for one app, and I feel like eventually they might do that type of split, or they might just focus more on the Veveverse. I don't know. Forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, so basically saying that I don't know if OpenSea is going to survive. Again, you're going to need a better. Some people might just do walled gardens, and the reason I'm talking about this is because of Recur. Recur had gone on and finally officially bit the bucket, and let's see what else I had posted here. Yeah. Oh God, where am I? Oh yes, I had posted in 22 November of 2021, so November 22nd, 2021, saying, I've said it many times before, a bunch of other companies will take market share. They will take market share. But I believe Veve Official has already won the decade and has no serious competition. This is November 22nd of 2021. And slowly but steadily, a bunch of these other Veve killers have gone on, and unfortunately, kind of bit the bucket. Unfortunately, they're no longer around, which really sucks because you want those people in the space, you want those people advertising, you want those people growing the hobby. But with tragic loss does come opportunity. You do have now Nickelodeon. Star Trek you already have, but you do have Nickelodeon and you do have Hello Kitty that are ripe for the taking. And everyone was saying like, oh, Veve should just buy Recur. Guys, there is no point in Veve buying any of these failed companies like Nifty's or anything. Oh, is the waitlist open? Oh my god, the waitlist is open. Oh, wait. I don't have the funds for this waitlist today. I will have the funds for tomorrow. Oh, it's not a blind box either. This is interesting. Oh, then I'm gonna go for it. This is a secret rare. I'll get the secret rare for. I don't have a ton of money, but I will totally join the waitlist for that. For that secret rare, I'll totally do that. I'll put in money for that. Oh yeah, join the waitlist. Let's go. I love this guy. So yeah. Oh, I gotta put in gems. I'll see if I got the waitlist first before I put in gems. But yeah, the amounts that they would have to pay to buy Recur would be stupid because they don't. Maybe they get what's left on the contracts, sure, but there's a ton of debt with that company. There's again there's no revenue, and most of their users are already Veve users, so it really makes no sense. It's much easier to go and to the licenses to Nickelodeon, to Recur, and again, under the Nickelodeon banner, you might have different, okay, here's the peeps from Hey Arnold, here's the peeps from Cat Dog, here's the peeps from SpongeBob. You might have to go and do a, You might have to go and just talk to the licensors and get individual contracts with them just to back up the truck and then go to Veve. I think that's very, very easy to do. Speaking of licensors and other stuff, we got to talk about McFarlane. Okay, so I know I mentioned this last night, and I'll mention it here again real quick. I'll do like a gloss over. All right, so at first, nobody knew what was going on. You had Trevor at 7:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time saying, "Hey everyone, as you may have seen from the Discord chat, we are dealing with a really weird issue, the NFT creation wallet, possibly a hack." Remember that word. "This does not affect your collection or how we collect payment or royalties on these collections. All of that is handled by different, secure, cold storage wallets. We have saved most of the pieces in the wallet and are trying to recover the rest, if at all possible. It looks like pieces were moved to various new wallets and even some existing user and team member wallets. Even I got pieces I did not have. We are not blaming any users in this space until we know exactly what's going on. Thank you for everyone calling this out. This has been a stressful day, but we appreciate everyone who has stuck by us through this." And at first glance, you just think, oh, all right, a little weird, but, curious to see what's going on in the investigation. And then I guess people were not having it. People were like, wait a minute. They're checking the blockchain saying, wait, Trevor, this is a wallet you control, and you're giving yourself wallets, you're giving other influencers, these NFTs. Like, what is going on? So then Trevor's forced to post this saying, "Hey all, I want to begin with this. Regardless of the results of all this, I am responsible for the situation. I am responsible for the app, for the community, and for building trust in our project. Whatever the outcome, I recognize that we lost a lot of trust today, and we are going to do whatever we can to make it right by it." Basically him saying, hey, I got caught red-handed doing this, and I knew I was doing this. I should have been more clear. I wasn't more clear. Says, "I'll be owning up to this major mistake. I kicked off this whole issue because a transferred asset to content creators and for getaways. I need to disclose that way better. Much better, Trevor, much. How it started transferring all the other assets is beyond me. In a wallet that you control, I wonder how that happened. That was the issue I initially tried to fix so it wouldn't continue. As for the typos earlier, I apologize if that made me look shady. This was not a Discord hack, as he proclaimed. I was just frantically trying to fix the issue and answer questions. As for listing assets, no excuse. That was just plain wrong. I am sending anything I can find that looks out of place to me to send to a larger wallet." And what he means by that with that particular issue. I don't know if I have a screenshot. I could find it real quick. He had not only transferred himself a one of the higher end pieces, but then he immediately lists it for $700. Are you freaking kidding me? So yeah, that's our 1200 Matic, however much he. So obviously that's something that you really don't want to go and you definitely don't want to go and do. And then of course we had Spaces last night where it was an absolute crap show. One of the things that had been going on in there, I'll go and read to you right now some of the quotes and some of the things that people have. Where is it? Yeah, some of the quotes and some of the things people had said. Oh my God, where the fudge is it? Am I tripping? Am I tripping here? Okay, yeah, so this does. So I was in Spaces last night. Other people were here that confirmed that these were said. This is from at Future Sona, or Future Sona had reported this in tweets saying, "I'm getting insane clips sent to me. I don't know. I don't want to say this. I'll ad lib here. Clip sent to me that the person known for flooring NFTs, the opportunist, direct comments from iFloor NFTs. Quote: David Yu gave me a gold logo. Yes, the fudder. I got one and floored it on you all because David Yu doesn't care and just wants sales fees. First off, that's freaking wrong. David Yu cares about the collector. He was being nice. Like I've said before, sometimes David is too nice. Obviously, he regrets this decision. Moving on, the next quote. Keep my name out your effing mouth. This is for everyone in Discord, Spaces, etc. I hope to get another gold logo and I will floor that bitch too. I am still going to all the Veve barbecues. I got 2 kids here and y'all want to pick on me? I only hitch my wagon to money. I don't know if this was an episode that this guy was just having last night or if it was he finally cracked. Obviously being kind of flagellated out of the Veve community and then going to another community where you just get caught red-handed, again, doing stuff, obviously is not good for your psyche. Moving on. Quote, the Veve team is full of unethical people. McFarlane Digital just made a simple mistake. I like the Veve team. I met them in real life. I just don't trust or respect them, but I will play drops on and floor these trash NFTs all day. Yeah, so those are, and again, friends in here that was in that space, that was, it was, in case I didn't mention before, it was iFloor NFTs, it was Dino. Obviously, I haven't verbalized this before, but that person will never be coming on the podcast again. You can't just go and insult the team and, floor everything. You try and go and weasel your way and inveigle yourself and ingratiate yourself to the team in order to get a logo just to floor it. What the fudge? And then again, just calling that you don't trust them, saying that David Yu only cares about sales fees. Yeah, this again, I haven't said it before. I'll say it now. That person's never coming on the podcast again. That person's never getting the opportunity to get FaceTime with David again. That is my mistake for having him on in the first place. My bad, guys. So Veve, Future Sana says this person has been insulting and disrespecting Veve team community for 2 years straight. No one has spent more time in Spaces bashing and hating while pretending to joke fun. Now he wants to play victim and can't take 5% of the heat, dishes out for years. And again, normally I don't like to talk about this kind of trash stuff, but the reason why I'm calling a lot of this out now is because a lot of these people that have said, oh, Recur is the Veve killer, or hey, Nifty's has good licenses, or all this. Like, I remember seeing these videos, and you can go on and look at screenshots that people are sharing about these guys all saying, oh, hey, Veve is trash because of XYZ, Recur is better because of this, Hero's better because, and again, I like Hero, no disrespect to Hero. And obviously, I really like Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane as a person is just really cool. I know a lot of people say he's really nice, and a lot of people don't really have a bad word to say about him. And all of this stuff that's happening at McFarlane, I don't believe has anything to do with Todd himself. I think it is just a couple of bad actors, and obviously you heard me read that confession from Discord there. So yeah, super duper Hank said it yesterday. Be careful, I said be careful where you put your money, and he said be careful who you follow. Agreed 100%. Be careful who you follow. Obviously, I don't have a free, or I don't have a paid Discord or a paid Patreon where you go and say, oh, that's not a Patreon question. I'm going to say that's a Patreon question. You have to pay me money for that. No, the only thing I have is uh, that tiered Patreon tier where you go and if you don't want to wait 12 hours for me to answer a question and you just want to shoot me a text or a phone number that texts me, and this way you go and you get that answer right away. That's the only thing I have. Everything else I will answer always or until I get too huge, but for free. I'm not one of those people that say, "Hey, pay me X amount of money each month, so I can like never be in there and give you like really crap information." Information should be free. Everything I go and do over here is for free. So yeah, again, be careful who you follow. Moving on here. We have Veve Avatar saying, good morning, Randy. Good morning, Veve Avatar. Chago Slow says, good morning, fam. Good morning, Chago. Scott Colantonio says, good morning, Randy, and the rest of the Veve fam. Let's get this bread. We have a few minutes before we get to this drop. Very, very excited. Also, I guess before we do that, Wes commenting on another video I did saying F to pay respects. But speaking of videos of mine, what I'm going to ask y'all to do, if y'all can go and smash that like button, that is a free way to help support the channel. Free way. Be super great. Mary on a cross. Okay. Oh God, moving on. Let's see what we got here. The Incorrigible Goat Slayer says, good morning, Choppy Cat. Meow, meow, meow. Hello, Dashi. I went full degen on 2 that was yesterday, but I got Dinos yesterday, Jurassic Park, but I got Mr. DNA on the drop. Sad Panda. Oh, I mean, Mr. DNA is cool. Again, they're cool. I like them. I'll get them at some point. But yeah, the drops I kind of got to be real selective for. Now, hopefully, if things go like I think they'll go towards the end of the year, early next year, I'll have a ton of money to go and spend on all of these drops. But right now, I'll say like one of the easiest things to go and do and make money on is to buy any of the. I mean, it's too late for the Wreck-It Ralph and the Frozen ones now, but buy a drop on Sunday. Buy a drop for the Lion King. Why? Because even if you get something that's going to be below retail, you're going to get a pencil that's going to be worth like 30 gems, like 35 gems. So I would definitely go and get that drop. And any drop, whether it's Peter Pan, Aladdin. So far, it doesn't matter what you've gotten. Pay $40 for a Wreck-It Ralph and you have something for $19. Okay, well the pencil is literally more than retail, and you get that for free. You get that airdropped. The same thing happened for Elsa, and with the Frozen drop, and the same thing will most likely happen. I'm saying definitely going to be happening for Lion King. That is probably the best brand out of these 5. Now, obviously, Wreck-It Ralph was cool, and Frozen took over the freaking world. But a lot of people said, yeah, Frozen was the best movie since Lion King. You had to go back 20 years to find a movie that was as good, if not better. Peter Pan's obviously a classic. It's not really my cup of tea. Aladdin is really good, but also a little bit more niche. So yeah, moving on here. Big Money Fuentes says, let's go. Good morning, Randy. Audi Chef West says, I hit 2,000 total collectibles and comics this week, but because I'm principled and closed my Twitter account, all I got was crickets. Yo, Audi Chef West, why don't you? I mean, that's freaking great. Why don't you just? I'm gonna. Hold on. Oh my god, good for you, man. So you're what, in the top like 200 wallets, like top 150, something like that. You got a lot. I only have like 1,400 collectibles and comics put together. I don't have a lot at all. I need to get on your level. Joey Hanuman says Twitter sucks. Aw, I like Twitter, or X, whatever people call it these days. Winter Bear says, do you think OMI will drop lower because the rest of the market is dropping at the moment? It dropped already. I think we were at like 00068 we went to, or something like that. Let me check what we dropped at. Because we had a heavy drop. Because we had a drop because the market went down, and then we had a drop that was pretty heavy because Elmon X's Discord got hacked, and people were going and clicking on this link, and the link was all when they were clicking on the link, the link was like draining their MetaMask wallets, and like 130 million OMI was stolen, and like 100 or so million OMI was swapped on Uniswap, and then it just that caused it. Yeah, it was. Oh no, that was the 12th. No, no. Um, 00072 was the lowest it had gone. So now we're up 00076. That's fine. That correction was fine. I'm fine. Moving on. So by all means, it could go lower. Anything could happen short term, but long term, obviously, I'm very, very excited about the OMI. Adam Denisovic says, "We got Lambos. Why not a Tesla?" Um, well, Tesla is one of the biggest company in the world. They don't need the small amount of revenue that we would get them. Um, but Lambo already tried NFTs and had failed, and then obviously coming to Veve, it's like, oh, um, so I don't want to say that Tesla would be the same way, as in, oh, let's try NFTs, and if it doesn't work, then we go to Veve. I think Elon would be smart enough to, although he just probably wouldn't have the time to go and put that much research into it. He's exceedingly busy. But he would probably go and if he took a few minutes into it, okay, well, at least presented with the facts. Lambo tried it. It didn't do that well. Did really well on Veve. I'm not sure if Aston Martin did the opposite, where they went on Veve. Obviously, it sold out instantly. They said, oh, we can do it on our own. And then for Aston Martin, it didn't. I know there was another car company that tried NFTs, and it was crap. When you go and if Elon just takes a look at those couple things, like, all right, we'll just do it on Veve. We don't have to do any effort. We don't have to do any work. It'll just be a consistent revenue stream for us. And, that's it. But hopefully we get it one day. Winter Bear says, why not SpaceX rockets? Oh, that'd be great. I would love those SpaceX rockets going, yeet. Everybody say yeet. Brandon says, good morning. Morning. Frank says, buenos dias, Randy. Buenos dias to you, Frank. Adam Denisovic says, heck yeah. Sleepin says, hey, Randy. Hi, Sleepin. I took a naughty picture with your hat the other day. I can't say what it was, but it was great. I love you, Sleepin. Meta Money says, what's going on with McFarlane? I did kind of go over that a little bit before. I went over that quite intently. Joey Hanneman says, Lambo is releasing an all-electric vehicle. I hope it does well. I hope it gets people to join the electric vehicle space. It will be good for Tesla. Jason Pena says, waitlist do be open, though. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. Henry Pagliuca says, what's up, brother? Yo, what's up, Henry? What's up, Mr. Pags? How's it going, fam? Hope I'm doing well. Howdy Chef West says, once again, crickets. Yo, my man, you got... Do the Twitter, though. You gotta, I'll totally retweet you. Frank says, can you join all 3 waitlists? I didn't want to, in case it takes me... I think you can join all 3 waitlists. Only for like the next minute and a half, though, because you are not going to be able to get it. Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Hold on. Zero self-awareness. Yep. Blind box. Yep. Can't believe. Yep. Last night. Decision. Decision is which is a new PFP for the week. Oh, that guy's hysterical. Oh, God. Crypto Khaki is hysterical. I love him. Let's go for the writer. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the writer. I don't think I'll complete the set unless I get like a stupid crazy mint number and I can afford the whole set, but even still, I might save gems for tomorrow so I don't have to put money in. Oh my God. Lied, yep. Fire, yep. Never intended to get caught. Okay, yep, that was it. That was not a mistake. Intentional. Alright, moving on. Yeah, you have like 30 seconds to get on that wait list and then no more. Jay Solo says, I joined all 3. Cool. Saying, what are the price predictions for Secret Rare? Like 150, maybe. I mean, it's very scarce, and people do really like this particular artist. I don't know this artist, but I did see a couple people going like, yes. So we'll read a quote from Nathan saying, much of my past artwork has centered on the theme of metamorphosis. Oh, like the Hilary Duff album. Let the rain... Sorry. Has focused on metamorphosis. Many sculptures often depict figures going through a type of transformation. This has been rooted in the changes I felt and underwent over the years and my emotional growth that I personally experienced, which in turn reflected in my artwork. Often the change was not extreme, but rather quite gradual, just like adding 1 brick at a time to a Lego sculpture until it formed a final piece. The change in my life developed step by step until it formed something completely different. For this latest series of artwork Transfiguration, the change is happening digitally. For my first digital series, we see the bricks being not physical Lego pieces, but rather digital voxels. The title, Transfiguration, refers to the change of form of the work going from physical sculptures to a digital state. So that, I think, is really cool. Yeah, I think that is really cool. Now, even though the green, the ultra rare, is the one that is animated, I think all of them are cool. But again, I do want that secret rare because it is a lot scarcer. Only has 360 mints as opposed to the other ones, which have 510 mints. I mean, they're all scarce. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, moving on. Oh god, hiccups. But the secret, I don't know. Probably, I'd say 150. 2.5x the floor price, or 2.5x the retail price. Dr. Tito Mazza says, who was that? Yeah, it was Zadino. Zadino is horrible for the space. I don't know why somebody would hire him. His name's literally iFloor NFTs. Like, that is the worst hiring I think I've ever seen. Manuel Garcia says, I'm pretty sure he did money laundering during the Dirty Gem sales in 2021. Yeah, so he actually, well, I don't want to say it was money laundering, but when it was deemed okay that you could do like transfers and whatever, and people could escrow because you didn't want to get scammed, I would charge people very, very little money, like depending on what it was. Like, okay, just send me an alligator Loki. Send me a common alligator. It was like $20 at the time. And I wanted to do a deal with someone, and Dino's like, yeah, I'll take $125 in an escrow fee. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, oh my god, the freaking balls on him to ask for $125. I mean, I told him, like, no, it's way too much. So apparently he was charging people $125 for an escrow fee, and I know I had less time than he did, and I didn't charge near as much. I charged a fraction. So yeah, that was all BS. And I always said, like, give me a common alligator Loki. He was just like, yo, give me like 125 in USDC. Like, Jesus, dude. Dr. Tito Mazza says, oh, Metamoni says, only says he's in it for the money. Yep, agreed. I mean, no, that being said, I love this stuff. I live and breathe this stuff. But if there was no money in this stuff, I probably wouldn't be here. Like, even with Pokemon, I was passionate about the sales data. And I love Pokemon. And, like, I would still probably make content around, like, Pokemon conspiracy theories and Pokemon, like, Let's Plays and video games, but the the buying and selling of cards, I originally got it because I liked them, and then I realized you can make a fudge ton of money with them, and then I opened my own business or a second business. These Veve NFTs are cool and they're great, and I love a lot of them. They're historical, but let's face it, this type of stuff, I mean, I'll make 8 figures on with not just Veve, it was OMI combined with that. But that's why I'm here to. Yeah, it's fun to talk about. They're fun to collect. They're cute. You do get emotional and attached to some of these, but also if you have enough money, you'll make tens of millions. And it's not financial advice. Obviously, that's not guaranteed. Obviously, you'd have to put well into 6 figures in it. But yeah, there's no doubt. Like that's why a lot of us are here. Again, they're fun to collect. It's cool to be on the leaderboard space with your master collector. But also, those zeros going up in your bank account. That's a big reason why a lot of us are here. But to say that you're only in it for the money, I think is, whatever. Cardinal Goat says, I refuse to buy from him on any platform involved with gem transfers. F that guy. And okay, well, his kids have nothing to do with him, but okay, yeah, and his Tesla. Okay, so we have, we're about to see, and I'm very curious to see what these are going to go for on the market. I'm very curious to see if I actually get one. If I get one, cool. If not, I probably should have gone for all of them on the wait list and then seen, if they were going above retail, then I would. Wow, Veve do be slowing up today though. Also, yesterday we had an update for Veve, so go and update that in your Play Store. Go and update that in your iOS store, whatever phone you have, and it's not going. It is not going. Oh, here we go. Oh. No, I was not selected. Oh, ripping pasta. I wasn't selected, but it's fine. It's fine. What's the Frozen Secret 2 pen? Oh, Frozen pen's only going for 27. M'Baku, how is M'Baku $9? That doesn't make sense. No wonder my vault value went up. M'Baku's at $9. blasphemy. And the reason why I say that is just because I have, there's 27 M'Bakus for sale, like on the market. The reason why I'm like confused, like why he's $9, I don't hate him. Um, I love him. I own 22 of him, and there's 27 of him on sale, and I don't know. Yeah, he's normally like $5. I don't know how he's a lot longer. Anywho, Brandon says something about that dude I never liked. It's the eyes. RPO's who's Dino. Better Money says, yeah. Mano Garcia says, it's not about just being in it for the money. He is shady AF, and yesterday he proved it. Agreed. Joey says, never trust anyone with kids. Everyone has kids. I mean, I don't have kids. Jay-Z says, I floor about to hire Trevor to do his PR. Oh my god. Brenda M says, Todd need to take action to protect his brand. I mean, his brand will be fine. It's just his digital brand. Again, like, if I were him, I would go and fire everybody. I would go and close down shop for a month or so, reshape everything, and then relaunch. And I would have my own. I would oversee everything, and this way it would be super. Well, most likely be super successful. Rig says, I love watching your channel. I'm currently working 60 hours a week to keep up with the whales in my investments. I watch all of your streams throughout my shifts, and I just appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you, Rigged. Yeah, it's you got a fiduciary duty to go and say what how the whales meetings went, and how I have another meeting after this in like an hour and a half, so I can. But I will have to go in a bit. Yeah, everything that I do is obviously going to be open unless like one of the whales said last week. Hey, tell them this, but keep this, and this under wraps. Okay, that's fine. Talking about gold logo stuff, talking about casino stuff, and maybe I said a little too much, but yeah. Oh God, what is this? But yeah, I try to keep everyone as well informed as I can. I don't brag about it. Well, I found the evidence in operating. Good news about Veve and Comey, right? Veve Meister posts. Y'all like good news about Veve and Comey, right? Especially if they don't brag about it, but it gets discovered somehow. Well, I found evidence of them soon operating from within the EU, political and economic union of 27 countries. Guess from which one? I'm gonna guess Germany, because that's where Veve Meister resides. Probably Germany. Yep, probably Germany. Can't even tell you where Estonia is. Oh my god. Oh, these people. Oh god, these people are savage. That is hysterical. Their office got selected. Okay, it's crazy. Okay, nope. Okay. Moving on now. And thank you, Rig, for the super chat. Frank Dog says, good morning. Anyone having issues after the app update? Unable to view collectibles showroom? I haven't tried the show. I really don't do it, but no, my app's been mostly fine. I guess a little bit slow. But let's see what we have here. All right, and that pencil is currently $154. Oh, what did I say? $150. But again, that's right now for the first 3 minutes. That will probably go down, and we might actually see. I don't think these are going to be sold out right away. Yeah, no. It is sold out of 360, so it's 127. So it is 233. So only 233 of those had sold. So 233 times 60. All right, so 13,000 from the secret rare. The common did not do that well at all. So it would be 198. So 33 plus 198. Okay, so it's 431. And then the other one, the red one, probably going to be even less. Oh, 510. So 22. Okay, so it'd be 310 minus 22. So so 178. Okay, times 60. So $36,540 here today. Over the last 4 minutes, I do expect that number to double. Actually, no, it can't double because there's only 69,000 that you could. Yeah. So if these do sell out, Veve will make $69,000. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. But I do expect that to actually go a lot higher. Ooh, we got rigged for another super chat saying, what is your favorite comic ever? I love the Ghost Rider #1 artworks. Well, if we're doing I have 3 different ways. The artwork, honestly, so this is like a $2 comic, but the Fallen Sun, the Captain, the death of Captain America. Some of those artworks are really, really good. I love those artworks. Especially the one, there's two hot chicks on there. One where Captain America it's so good. The favorite comic? Did you say comic cover or just comic? Okay, yeah. So those I really like. And those comic covers, I could even show you. I have them in my Death of Captain America series. Nope, it's Telegram. I don't need to go there. Go to my profile, go to my comics, and I'll show you which ones. Oh, Hitmonkey's really cool too. Thrawn is cool. Oh god, Darth Maul is cool. I love these artworks. Let's see what else. Yeah, so this one I really like. The Fallen Sun, Death of Captain America, the one that I have 31 of, where they're just like, yes, they're hot, but they're also jacked. And they also, like, they could take a punch and they could give a punch. Oh, and then this one as well. The Death of Captain America. Like, oh yeah, look at Wolverine just going like, oh, the weapon. Looks so good. So those two I really like. And I would say those, despite them being $2 comics, those are like my favorite covers. I wouldn't say that about, and again, some of the Thrawn ones are cool, some of the other ones are cool, but as far as the covers go, yeah, I like those comic covers. Now, where was I? Okay, is that the bald guy with the beard? Yeah. Aaron says, Veve played it smart, holding off on interoperability. Veve is up almost 3 years off a 2.5% platform fee. If they had interoperability first, they would have passed those platform fees onto OpenSea. Agreed. Manuel Garcia, yeah, the bearded ball guy. Dr. Tito Mazzo says, I got into Recur because you suggested to buy Pass. Got Pass about NFTs. It's sad Projects is going down for the NFT space. Did I say to buy a Pass? Because I never bought a Pass. I do remember at one point there was somebody, the Recur Pass was down to like $80. And I was like, listen, I remember, and it was on a tweet. I remember saying, like, listen, if you are into this, if you're really into Recur and you think it's, gonna blow up, now might not be a bad time to get a pass, because the floor of those passes was $300. The actual, the pass had gone down to 80. So I was like, if you think this is really good long term, now might not be a bad time, because it dropped so significantly. And that was just at retail. At some point, people were paying literally like thousands of dollars for Recur passes. It was stupid. And I was like, this, and I remember I didn't verbalize it. I was like, this is not smart. But I don't know if I ever suggested to get a Recur pass. If I did, show me the clip, and I'll completely admit I was wrong. But again, I didn't do it, so I don't think I ever suggested anyone else to. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. RPM87 says, yeah, I remember he was bragging about paying all this money for Goofy Lenticular cards and how it was urgent to buy now. I think it was when they were at 3K. Oh, Dino. Dino Dragon says, I hope all is well. I'm glad to see you made it back safely. Yes, thank you. I had the vibrations in the floor. Yes, I have made it back from my trip safely. It is nice. Joy Hanneman says, I bought a Recur Pass too because Randy advocated for it. I don't. Oh, he said JK. This Recur stuck for minute one. I was like, yeah, I don't remember doing that. RPM says, yeah, never really looked into Recur. I remember looking into it, and then literally from May of last year, I was like, because I saw Gary V not mention it at VCon, and I remember being like, guys, no, not good. Manuel Garcia says, Recur died because they stopped updating the app and creating hype. They thought IP was enough. Well, they just didn't do drops. Like, they didn't do drops for like months. It was horrible. And he says, I almost bought a pass when Kay was shilling it. Glad I didn't. Yeah, again, look at all the paid fudders. And obviously we saw this at DCon last year. It was confirmed that there were those, like Dino, and others who I won't name names now, that were literally being paid to FUD Veve on Spaces. And take a look at all those people. Take a look at who they're supporting. Follow that money. And recognize that most of these other people, well, I shouldn't say that. The people that we're talking about do not have your best interests at heart. They just want a little money. They don't care where it comes from. They don't care what they have to do to get it. A lot of these people have never had attention before. They don't know how to handle it, and it's and a lot of these, I'm gonna say, I don't want to say kids because they're like in their 30s, but a lot of these guys that are very new into the investing realm, they've never had to go and decide what company was undervalued and what's going to make it, and using mosaic theory and looking at their balance sheets, and it just, they've never had to do that before. I've done that for years. That's what made me successful before Pokemon and before um, before Earth 2 and Veve and OMI. So yeah, take great care on who you follow. 4 minutes join. Yep, wait list. Wes says, what is better, buy silver or OMI? Wes, I'll tell you right now, OMI. Silver, if you were to put $100,000 into silver on this date in 2013, you'd be down like you'd be down like hundreds of dollars. Like you wouldn't have. Silver was higher 10 years ago than it was today. Yeah. So I will never buy silver again. Numismatic coins I would. Same thing with gold. Numismatic gold coins, numismatic silver coins, absolutely, sure. Because there's rarity, there's scarcity, there's want, there's need, and there's history. So I would buy those, but actual bullion, no. Ow. Potsy Weber is saying, I'm in for the next trip. Still in Tampa, heading to Jupiter. Get that bread. Yeah, Potsy Weber, missed it, dude. It was so much fun. It was so much fun, and it was, and it's a lot of drinking. We got to go get you on the next one. We might do this like twice a year now. One, it was fun. Two, we got a lot of work done. I do need to go and get back into the gym. I do need to go and try to get swole again. But yeah, it was very, very productive, and just the connections to make is amazing. Oh wow, Rigged again with another super chat. Thank you so much. Saying, what if Veve had holographic effects for the first 100 mints for collectibles on drops? Could give even more value to lower mint holders and collectors, similar to Pokemon cards with shiny effects. So yeah, there's a couple of things that I would like to see Veve do. I think Veve could go and they could do a mass market of like having like a first edition. And what I mean by that is, okay, so you know how Pokemon in the first generation, they had first edition where all the cards, they had a little one next to them. To symbol that they were first edition. And then, they had Shadowless, which is the first edition artwork without the little one there. And then they had Unlimited, slightly different artwork, slightly different coloring, shadings, borders and all that, thicker print. And the Unlimited had like 8 or like 9 or 10 print runs. It was insane. So what I would like to see Veve do is I would like to see them take their initial however many mints that they put for whatever, and add a 0 to them. Oh, you have 600 here? Okay, well, now make it 6,000, but make it so that 100 of these randomly will have 1 on them, as in like a first edition. And I think that would really help, because, but that being said, I do believe there were plans to have Veve go and remember the metallic red Doc Ock variants? So what I think was supposed to happen was that Doc Ock, in his run, was supposed to have random red metallic variants scattered throughout the drop, but Marvel couldn't do it, or one of the companies couldn't do it for whatever reason. So they had to make the metallic red its own variant. Like you couldn't just have like 10 of them or 20 of them sprinkled in there. It was just going to be its own thing. So I would love it if they could make a bunch of these shiny, but based on the metallic red Doc Ock variant. That didn't happen, or it did happen, but in a different way. I don't think they could do that. Now, if it was Marvel that gave the, if it gave the X and it was Marvel that had veto power, then okay, Veve could potentially do that with their own IP, or maybe other IP that's not Marvel. I don't know. Maybe that would be considered gambling, but gambling for mint numbers, I don't see how that's any different, but they would have to go and talk to legal about that, and have to go and talk to legal about it. Now, where was I? Oh, lordy, we be out here. Oh my god, where were we? Okay, here we go. Ronnie says 4 minutes waitlist. Yep. Oh, okay. What up, Randy Dashy? What up, Ronnie87? G Money says Porsche. Oh, is Porsche was the one that did it? Okay, gotcha. Dr. Tito Mazza says they asked for all type of security processes to follow me to withdraw NFTs now. So now waiting for confirmation that I can. Oh, recur? Oh, excuse the hiccups. Yeah. Ow. I hope you can withdraw the NFTs. You should be able to. I don't see why not. Joy Hanneman says the streamers really let us down with the recur advocacy. Yeah. Never pushed them. T-Mob says Tino's the most cringe person involved with Veve, bar none. Wild to try to threaten people. Plus like 5. Was he threatening people? Oh, dude. That is pathetic. Jay-Z says Hillary Duff. Read some Kafka. I love Hillary Duff. And, you know, I mean, the book that I'm trying to read now is the adult book, Saga. This is a thick boy. This is a thick book. So I'm trying to read this. It's been very slow. I just keep having things that I get super busy. Oh, it's so cool. Like the artwork is cool, but it's adult AF. I wasn't expecting to see boobies here. I wasn't expecting to see some of this stuff. But it do be. Ooh, that sounds good. Anyway, a lot of the stuff I used to read like for fun, not like, okay, so I guess we'll go backwards. Millionaire Next Door, How to Bounce When Others Break, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, 8 Attributes of Great Achievers, Think and Grow Rich. A lot of these I had read years ago, but that was more for like Financial Mind and all that. 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader is one of the best books ever. And then also How to Win Friends and Influence People, really good as well. I used to read those like every year. Anyway, the books that I used to read for fun would be like Jack Kerouac. Jane Austen was cool. You would have anything from the Beats. The Beats writing back in the day, it could be compared to a National Enquirer of the 50s, but it also introduced you to a world that you wouldn't have otherwise known, and I feel like that's what great writing is all about. I have not read Kafka though. I will keep an eye out. Where am I? Troll Games says, where's Gary Vee? I remember him shilling Recur. I don't know if Gary Vee ever really shilled Recur. I think he just had, he had a post yesterday, like a tweet. He's like, been away, hope everyone's doing well, like on the day that Recur announces like bankruptcy. I don't think he ever really, he's V Friends, he shows a lot because that's his project, so it makes sense. But I don't know if I really remember him going crazy with Recur. Joy Hanneman says, a lot of streamers are shady AF. Yeah, some of them are. Jay-Z says, Gary Vee is readying the launch of his shirt sales and Turbo Teen NFTs. I'm so excited. He also has a deal with Jazzwares as well, with Uncle Jeremy, with Jeremy Pador. I definitely missed the Secret Rare now. The Secret Rare I'm pretty sure is gone. Yeah, it's sold out. The Ultra Rare. Okay, so that's sold out too. The only thing left is the Red Lightning. 121 of these left. Okay, so we got, what we got here? 510 plus 360. So we got, 510 plus 360 equals 870. And then we have the red reaching down to 114. So let's say 510. So it'd be 110. So it'd be 400. So it'd be 396. So plus 396 equals, and then, the Secret Rare was 60. Oh man, I did not. Okay, all right, I messed this up. Fudge. Okay, let's do this here. 360 times 60. All right, so 21.6. So we all got to remember 21.6, and then we have to remember 510 plus 396. Times 50, so 45.3 plus 21.6. You are looking at $66,900. So $66,900 is what Veve has grossed so far in the first 20 minutes. Shout out to Veve for that. Rig with another big super chat saying, "Love you, Randy. I appreciate all you do. I don't comment much, but I'm always here. Happy to one day share a drink with you and look back on the crazy Veve days. I've been here since January 2022 and have had many ups and downs. Rig, where do you live? Yeah, we'll share a drink easily, whether it's at a Veve event or not, Veve or Komi event, whatever it is. We shall do the things. Drinking is always fun. Not that I'm advocating for drinking, but I do that a lot. I gotta stop. But for you, I will 100% share a drink. These lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Potsy Weber, just past 25 million OMI. Let's get this bread. There you go, Potsy Weber. I love this game. You would have fit right in over at the Whale Week. It was great. They all had more OMI than I did, but it was still super fantastic. DMU, no, nope. Alluvium? I'm not even. Oh my god, this is super small energy. Okay. We got some other stuff to go here. Where were we? Some rain fall down. Ronnie's laughing. Jared Sosa got 3 L's. Oh, Brandon got 3 L's. Jay Solis says it wasn't selected for any of the 3. Damn. I mean, they're super small. Like they're a couple hundred each. Tarantino Mazza says it was not selected, but have gems for Tuesday. Nice. You have gems for Tuesday. Very good. Very good. Get that bread for Tuesday, for Sunday, whatever you need. Oh, Rigged saying, I live in North Carolina, so one day at a Veve event. All right, let's see what we got here, Rigged. Okay, North Carolina. All right, copy. Are you in the Raleigh area? My boy Lida lives in Raleigh, and it's around. I haven't visited him yet. I did have plans to go there once my roommates got pregnant, but they're not pregnant yet, so I'm still here. But yeah, Raleigh's awesome. He really loves it, and if you're near there, I'll let you know when I go visit. That'll be good times. RPM 87 says just got edition number 150 for the writer. Oh, let's see what these are going for in the market now that I feel like they might have actually gone up. Oh no, it's about the same. So it's about 150, about what I said. Yeah, this is good. I said 2.5x. That's fine. 20 minutes now. All right, let's see the red reaching real quick. And the red reaching is now sold out as well. Okay, so what is the 510 times 2? Okay, that times. Wait, was it 510 each? Oh yeah, 510 each. Okay, so 51,000 based on those two, and then. Oh god, what was this? 360 times 60. 21,000. What did I say that was? 52,000? Alright, $73,000 hairs. Alright, these are all sold out. Let's go. So time to make the Veve post. The post on, or time to make the post on the, on Xia. Shout out to, at Veve, and Nathan Sawaya. For selling out their drop in 20 minutes and grossing $73,000. $3,000 in 20 minutes. Gotta love this game. Oh yeah. Let's get this bread. I do love this game. I love it when these people are when they sell out of this drop, which I never heard of this dude, but apparently other people have. They were very excited for him, so I am very excited as well. Oh, you live pretty close to Raleigh. Very nice. And thank you for the super chat saying, I love watching your channel. I'm currently working 60 hours a week to keep up with the whales in my investments. Watch all your streams throughout my shifts, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Rigged. Yeah, I'll keep doing this as long as I can for y'all. And to go in and say that working 60 hours a week in general shows dedication, even if you weren't in Veve. But now doing this, I imagine you have a decent amount of Veve and you have a decent amount of OMI. This is all going to pay off. I don't know how much OMI you have, but I imagine in a year or two you won't need to be working 60 hours a week. You'll be doing really well. Jay-Z says got the green one. Nice. Milestone Rand says, howdy, Randy. Any reason why, if you view the gold and silver Veve logo in the market afterwards, it will never show up in recently viewed? Seems to be the only collectible that does this. Yeah, I don't have proof of this, but I do think it is by design. I think by design, like you can't search the Veve logo. Like I'll go, well, you can search most of them. So if you go into the search tab and you search Veve, the gold and silver logo doesn't appear. You could go to show all results and it doesn't appear. It doesn't, Veve is in the title. You have the orange and white one, but the only way to go and search for the gold and silver Veve logo is to go to popular brands, to go to view all. So you have to be on the market tab. You have to go to the popular brands. You have to go to where it says view all. And after you do that, you have to scroll like nobody's business. You have to scroll for like minutes. It's like a minute or two, but you have to scroll all the way down because again, this does go in ABC order. And I've been scrolling. I'm on the G's. Okay, now I'm on the J's. You have to scroll down to where it says Veve. And once you eventually do that and you scroll down past the Star Wars, past everything, you'll be able to see, oh, okay, here's Tokidoki. We're getting really close. Here's the Veve stuff. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's the one on the right. The gold and silver one pops up first. And then you could view it. And then you could say, oh, hey, 4,700. Didn't Hello Kitty, wasn't Hello Kitty's bought already? Does she have freaking 2 of these? I guess she had 2 of these. Jesus, man. Anyway, there's another one. She did have another one that she posted for 3,500. It was bought. And then this one is at 4,700, which is the floor right now. So yeah, it's interesting. That I think they go and they make it purposely hard to find because they don't want this being bought and sold, and passed around like a $2 hot dog. I think they want it. They want to make it so people don't sell it, actually. Like David actually told me once, like, no, we hope people don't sell. We want it to be held. We want to give reasons for people not to sell. And they're doing very well with that. But, some people, like, they just don't know what they have. Like, so I wish I could, I wish I wouldn't. Because if you can't see what this is going to be worth, it might not be for you. And obviously you can go and say, well, when masses get in, the partner statue will go up higher. Yes. Or the secret rare Spidey will go up. Yes. Or any of these grails, Riso, Todd, Miles Morales, they'll all go up at a commensurate rate, if not higher. But the utility with them, like the utility with Walt is done. It was like 6 months or 3 months or a year worth of Disney Plus, which is fine. I don't think they're going to give any more utility to that. I know everyone wants them to, but at the end of the day, Disney is a corporation. They don't really like to give out something for nothing, but the Veve gold and silver logo, utility out the yin-yang. It would be worth tens of thousands of dollars just for the utility, not including the scarcity. Rigged, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Again, saying, haha, yeah, I don't make much, but with overtime pay, it helps. Just a little dolphin hoping to do something big. And as a gamer, I plan to actually use my OMI and collectibles in the Veveverse. I love that you're a gamer. I love that you're all up and understanding my tattoos. You are my fire. So, like I said, and thoroughly enjoy that you are that. And again, thank you so much for the support. I will be here answering your questions all day up until I have to leave for that meeting. But the meeting's in like an hour. With the overtime, again, that rigged, I've been there since I was 19. Going and working, at 19 I was working a lot harder. I was working like 80 hours a week. I actually worked more when I was a teenager at 19 than I did in the military. Now, obviously, the military was harder work. I was only working about 50-ish. When I was deployed, maybe like 60, 70 hours a week. But when I was 19 in my first apartment, or first couple apartments, I was working the same thing, like 70, 80 hours. And then when I had, the high-risk lending business, and then I had the business in the, at Pokemon, I was doing both businesses and YouTube, not including the girlfriend at the time. It was insane. Yeah, it was like 90 hours a week. So I understand, doing what you need to do for that OT in order to get that money and get that OMI. I'm really happy. I can't wait to go and see where you are in 2 years. So keep it up. Now, where was I? Dizzy got the green one. Okay, so Milestone Ranch, that's what I missed, is recently viewed. That's why I think they go and they make it hard for the Veve gold and silver logo to find, because they want to make sure that people are, what do you call it? They want to make sure that that's really not being sold. They want to limit that as much as possible. Winter Bear says a lot of Lion King. And Rick, thank you for the older super chat saying favorite comic cover. I love the Ghost Rider #1 artworks. That's really good. But my ones, like I showed you guys, the two from the Fallen Sun, the Death of Captain America, the two of those covers are just amazing. That artwork is really good. It's clean. I love it when women are drawn like muscle mommies and they're jacked. That's what my TikTok is now. Reddit M says, grab the green torso from Marketplace because I like that it's animated. Yes, I like that it's animated as well. A lot of people are doing the same. Joey Hanuman says, this piece will drop 145. Will it? I mean, I haven't. I've only checked the secret rare. I haven't checked any of the others. But there's very limited amount of them. So the red reaching was at 50. It is now 47. Maybe dropped a little bit. The green one, which is animated, it's at 49. So they dropped like a couple dollars. But that secret rare has now gone from $60 at the original price to 128. I haven't checked any sub 100s, but again, they're all 3-digit. The sub 100s aren't going to have that much of an impact. Obviously, the lower ones will, and the 40s, but yeah. Moving on, yeah. Wes says, there is practically no detail in this drop. I mean, it's supposed to be pixelated voxels. Rick says, yeah, I didn't know much about comics, so I just collect what looks cool, and I collect the comics about my favorite superheroes. Yeah, so the comics that I showed were just $2 comics. They're not for investing. They're just because they're really just so I can continue to be in the top 500 wallets. I'm the top 400 now. Yeah, it's really just so I can continue to do that. But what do you call it? On the ones for investing, AF-15 is probably the best in my opinion. That Amazing Fantasy 15 first appearance of Spider-Man. There's only 10,000 of those comics. One of the other grails, Marvel Comics #1 is really good. Fantastic Four #1 is really good. Fantastic Four #5 is really good. Fantastic Four #5 has that first appearance of Doctor Doom. You have the one that you said, the first appearance Ghost Rider is good. First appearance Hawkeye. First Tales of Suspense 39. First appearance of Iron Man is really good. There's Strange Tales #110. First appearance of Doctor Strange. Like there's so many amazing ones that we have on here that are really good for investment. My $2 comics. The Dazzler. The first appearance of Dazzler. I think it's X-Men #130. The only reason why that's pumping is because it's rumored that Taylor Swift is going to be Dazzler in Deadpool 3. But unfortunately, Deadpool 3 has been delayed indefinitely until this SAG strike is over. It's crazy times. It's crazy time. Joey Hanneman says today's drop equals junk. I don't think so. I think today's drop is going to do pretty well in the future. And I like it. I just don't have the funds. Dr. Tito Mazzo says, yes, exactly, via tweet. I forget what I said. Was Apple buying Disney soon? It wouldn't be soon. It would be like years from now. If Apple did buy Disney, it would be years from now. It wouldn't be soon. Patsy Weber, thank you for the super chat, saying I'm in for the next trip. Still in Tampa, heading to Jupiter. Yeah, dude. I can't wait to hang. I miss you, man. I miss you guys. Tito Mazza says, sorry, I don't mean it on a bad way. I bought the pass on NFTs because I like some of their IPs. I'm just sad platforms going down. That's all. Yeah, I feel ya. I remember. I don't remember what video it was, but at the end of the video, I ripped Recur a new one because they had like Tommy in the wrong color shirt. They misspelt Phoebe's last name. They put her as like Phoebe Heyerdahl, like her name is Phoebe Heyerdahl. They didn't have Ms. Rhonda Wellington Lloyd. They had Harold's. They gave Rhonda Harold's stuffed toy that keeps him comforted, and I was like, guys, what are you doing? Like Tommy didn't have a screwdriver. Chuck, like, I think Harold had like an apple. I was like, when have you ever seen Fat Boy Harold with an apple? Like even on his cruise to lose, where he gained all that weight. I know, oxymoron, but he was never seen eating an apple. Like it was the most ridiculous thing that they had ever done. I was like, guys, this is dumb. This is freaking dumb. This isn't Chucky's clothes. Like, I ripped Recur a new one, and eventually they did fix it. But yeah, ever since I was like, you guys don't care about your product. If you did, like, anyone would have seen this. How many people does this have to go through? Anywho, Wes says Dino also started Dino started an AF-15 secret rare group and then proceeded to sell his. I don't think it was the next day. I think I'd give him a couple days on that. But yeah, he pumped it just to floor it. Wheels says, let's go, homie. What's up, Wheels? Joey Hanuman says, no one cares about Recur going down. It was not good. I mean, I think the people who invested it kind of care. It says, never trust a person with kids. Why? Why are you not trusting anyone with kids? Most people have kids. That's like the goal of every species is to survive and then reproduce. I like, I don't have kids, so I guess you can trust me. Anyway, I'm dying. Okay. Rigged saying, thank you for the super chat saying, what if Veve had holographic effects in the first 100 mints on collectible drops? That would be a nice little thing for us. Could give even more value to the lower mint holders and collectors. So with a Pokemon card with shiny effects, I would like it if they would go and do something like that if we had a higher mint number. But again, right now, just as seen with the metallic Doc Ock, we're not allowed to have that scattered throughout. It does have to be its own variant, unfortunately. But again, that could just be for Marvel. Who knows what we can do with... what do you call it? Just with the Veve IP. Joe Hanneman says, drop in price. Says, yeah, that would be so dope. Joe Hanneman says, back up. Gain in Zane says, Randy, what do you think about this? What if NFT companies start to make perfect NFTs with AI? Is that possible? And will that be good or bad for Veve? There will probably, I mean, I'm sure there's already NFTs that were made. Yeah, Brock McBlockchain makes a bunch of those with AI, and some of them are really cool. He has these things that he released. They're little skeletons. So there's just a bunch of bones that had like fireworks and stuff, and he called them boners, and they're hysterical. But yeah, Brock McBlockchain does that all the time. And I think they're cool. I like the stuff that Brock does. He's very smart. Can't wait to get him back on the podcast again. But would other NFT companies get a licensed IP and say like, oh, hey, can we go and make this artwork with AI? And some companies would be into it. Like, oh, taking the hype of NFTs and the hype of AI and combining it. That's $1 billion idea. Like you're going to get these companies. Again, a little bit of knowledge is very, very dangerous. All they hear is those buzzwords of AI and non-fungible token. They'll think, what if we combine them together? That's a great, and they'll go and think that's like the greatest move ever. Not really playing it out, not really think of it, playing those dominoes out. They'll be like, yeah, some people think it's cool, but again, you could have the coolest thing if you don't have the right advertising, if you don't have the right knowledge of the product that you're doing, like Recur did for Nickelodeon, then you're just not going to be successful. I remember going, my friend Meg messaged me the other day in a group chat that we have, and she had said, Chavi, I think Power Rangers are NFTs. And I responded like, yeah, but they're on the Wax blockchain, which is trash. Pretty much 2D JPEG image, pretty much any 2D JPEG image is worthless, which is unfortunate because Ninja Turtles are also on the Wax blockchain, but most companies just don't know what they're doing currently. Example, Hello Kitty and Nickelodeon were on the Recur platform. Think of it as a crappy console, and they declared bankruptcy today, so like $300 million was wasted in the last few years. Heckin' wild. Moving on. Jesus says, Saga is fantastic. Had the first issue signed by the author and artist, but ended up selling. Whoa, ended up selling. But yeah, it's really good. Like, the art is amazing. Jose says, hoping you're all good, fam. Yes, we are doing very well here today. Rick, thank you for the super chat saying, love you, Randy. Aww. Appreciate you, all that you do. I do not comment much, but I'm always here. Happy to one day share a drink with you and look back on the crazy Veve days I've had here since January 2022. And hope and the many ups and downs. Yes, we will. We shall imbibe together, and it shall be amazing. Patsy Weber with the super chat saying, breaking, just past 25 million. Oh, let's get this bread. I love you, bro. Rigged with another super chat saying, ha ha ha, I live in North Carolina, so one day at a Veve event. I can go to North Carolina. You can come to a Veve event, whichever comes first. Oh. Rigg says, 25 million OMI is huge. Let's go. I have hiccups. Incorrigible Goat Slayer saying, took an L, but going ham tomorrow on Lion King, as are a lot of people. I finally get paid today. So that's going to be great. I haven't gotten paid in a couple weeks because I've been away and he's been away, and long story. Rick says, yeah, I live pretty close to Raleigh. Actually, nice. Patsy Weber says, building OMI since July 2021 when I first told you about it. Good times. Good times. Rick says, Patsy Weber, good for you, fam. That's commitment. Do you plan to go more? I hope he does. Rig, thank you for another super chat saying, yeah, I don't make much, but with overtime pay it helps. Just a little dolphin, hoping to do something big. And as a gamer, I plan to actually use my OMI and collectibles in the OMI and the Veveverse. That is a very good path to go on. I think by next year, late next, like let's say we get it next year and OMI does a 10x and we're at like 007, whatever. At that point, I think it's easier for things in the Veveverse to do 100x than it is for OMI. So let's say we don't get it until 2025. Let's say we don't get OMI to land until 2025. And at that point, we're a couple cents. Let's say we're 5 cents, right? At that point, it's much easier for land in the Veveverse to 10x or 100x than it is for OMI. So at that point, I have no issue going and spending a lot of my OMI. Like at that point, probably tens of thousands of dollars on land. Mm-hmm. Red says, you can invert the brand sorting to be ZA instead of AZ. Oh, I'm an idiot. I haven't tried that. Riggs says, heck yeah. Joey Hanneman says, pencil back down. Pencil will be at retail in hours. I don't... Oh, the secret rare from today? I don't think so. But, I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, it's 115. Yeah, fair point. Elon sold all his Bitcoin because he is broke. Elon is not broke at all. Elon is like one of the richest individuals in the world. Right, so, okay, Randy, quick Pokemon trivia just for you. In the original Pokemon Red and Blue games, what is the maximum number of steps a player can take while hatching a Pokemon egg? Oh, I see this trick question. In the original Red and Blue games, you do not have eggs. Eggs are not possible there, even if you go and put in... No, it's about like the daycare only had 1 Pokemon each. But the max number of steps for Gold and Silver and Crystal, I think, are 8,300 something. I think it's 8,333, 8,331, but I do have to check. Let me check over. So I have to Google it. How many steps to hatch an egg in Pokemon Gold? Okay. Oh no, it's actually a lot more than that. 3,800 just for one of them. So Magikarp 1300. I don't know why you breed a Magikarp 1300. The baby Pokemon like Cleffa, Igglybuff, Pikachu, and Togepi 2600. 3,900 is Caterpie, Geodude, Hoothoot, Ladybug, Pidgey, Rattata, Sentret, Sparrow, Spinarak, Weedle, Zubat. I have bred my fair share of Sentret and Rattata, and Pidgey as well, because I remember if you generally what happens is that when you breed a Pokemon, it will turn into a male version of what the mom is, and it'll know the dad's moves. So let's say if you have a male Arcanine and a female Raticate. Okay, well, it will become a male Rattata because it'll become a male version of what the mom is, and it will know the dad's moves. And, so it'll come out knowing like Flame Wheel or Return or whatever, Extreme Speed, whatever Arcanine has. And I didn't know that at first. I found this out by breeding my Togetic like 28 times with Pidgeys. And I was thinking like, oh man, well let me try it with the Pidgeotto. Let me try it with the Pidgeot. And then I found out, oh, it turns into a male version of what the mom is. I wanted to try to get another baby Togepi because I had this Togetic, and yeah, little 11-year-old Chavez didn't know that, and he's just wondering why. Like I've had 28 Pidgeys in a row. Anyway, all others 5,200, but then you have Elekid, Heracross, Misdreavus, all this other stuff 6,500, Kabuto and Omanyte 7,700, Aerodactyl and Eevee 9,000, and then 10,300 steps for Chansey. Oh, I guess that'd be a Happiny, right? Or did Happiny not exist in... No, I don't think Happiny exists in that. Chansey, Dratini, Lapras, Larvitar, or Snorlax. 10,300 steps. Wow, that is a lot of steps. Energy says, hey fam. Hey Energy. Korzomi says, thoughts on Disney pencils and desk airdrop? So I answered this last time. I will answer again for you. I'm going to bring up the Thanos here. One clocks back a couple months. Everyone had a Infinity Stones. The cost to get those Infinity Stones, the ones that you needed to get the Secret Rare Thanos, were about $1,300. So you spend $1,300 on those Infinity Stones, and then you burn them, and you get the Secret Rare Thanos. So logic would say that the Thanos would be about $1,300, but they're selling for less than $400. Freaking blows my mind. I don't know why you light $1,300 on fire just to sell it for less than $400. That's stupid. So when I see these pencils that are averaging about $30, $35, let's say 30, make the math easy. There's going to be 5 pencils. Okay, let's say they're $30 each. Okay, if you craft them, the desk, you have to craft $150 worth of stuff in order to get the desk. So again, logically, the desk should be like $150, maybe $200, depending on how much the pencils are. But yeah, that desk is probably going to be like $100, maybe less, just because from what I've seen with Thanos. Now, this could be an outlier. Thanos could just be a one and done type of deal. People might learn from their mistakes, and people might go and say like, oh, hey, I'm not going to make that same mistake. I'm going to go and craft these pencils and get this desk and not sell it for any less than the sum of all those parts. But as what my old high school band music teacher had gone and said, the audience is stupid. So yeah, you got to really, I don't know what's going to happen. Anywho, where was I? Fawn on the Sun says, imagine if the table has a use. I think that'd be great. And he says, that is stupid, right? But people are sometimes, Grozama says, same thing happening with the Hulk right now also. Yeah, I'm not sure what the... Well, I mean, you're not going to have to craft the Hulk. You'll just get the airdropped Hulk. Yeah. Joy Hanneman says, the table will have a use. I think it will as well. We shall see. Whew. All right, that was a long one. I do have to bounce. I do have a meeting I do have to get on. Like I said, it'd be super great if y'all could smash that like button. That'd be super great. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you all for the super chats. That means the world. Everyone say goodbye to Dashie and Dashie's ducks. Goodbye, Dashie and ducks. Bye, guys.